Hi everybody! I hope you can hear me. It's very hot today. It was 99 degrees when I got in my car, and I got the air turned on pretty high. I have to give you an update because a lot's happened. Okay, number one, I had my well woman exam, which is my, annual pelvic exam and breast exam. The results came back. The pap smear was normal, and the HPV test was negative. And I know I've never talked about it, but for 4 years in a row, my cervix was biopsied every 4 months because I had high-risk HPV. And the doctor that I had at the time never let patients fall through the cracks. He was not messing around. So I never progressed further than mild dysplasia on my cervical cells. So nothing ever really got that bad. And actually, my doctor thinks that because he biopsied so many times that he might just have removed all of the dysplasia, one little sample at a time, because I have had 2 years in a row now of negative HPV tests. Okay, so that was good news. Okay, next. Tomorrow morning is my first RE appointment. I am so excited, sort of nervous, which I know is not necessary, but it has not been easy getting to this point. Obviously I meant to have my well woman exam a month ago, and my doctor was called away to a delivery, so I got that taken care of. But then Tuesday night I sat down to do the new patient paperwork, and it was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And I blame that on myself and a little bit on my husband, because I tend to not put enough value on things that are really important, So in my mind, I have this important paperwork. I set it on the kitchen table. We don't eat at it very much. So as long as it stays there, it'll be there. Well, my husband likes things clean, so he tends to shift things around, and somehow or another we lost it. And it had a parking pass in it for the garage at the hospital and all of my new patient paperwork. So that got me in a panic. Turns out you can get the paperwork on the website, and I emailed the clinic and they said all I need to do for the parking situation is request a green dot sticker from the receptionist, and that basically means we get free parking. Okay, so that's taken care of. Next problem. I also had release forms ready to go for my medical records and my husband's. So that freaked me out, because here I am, the week of my first RE appointment, and I can't find the release forms. And I'll just jump through all the drama and get to the end. That all works out too, because when my husband's first semen analysis came back so negative, my OB referred him on to a urologist close to where we live. They did another sample, and it confirmed the results. And so then we were referred to St. Louis, to the sort of the same group where the Infertility clinic is located. So a urologist over there saw him. Luckily, he didn't require a third sample. He just basically said, yeah, there's nothing I can do for you. You guys need to be referred on to a reproductive endocrinologist. That's how we got to where we are. So as it turns out, since the RE and that last urologist are in the same group, they can see each other's records. So we didn't have to release my husband's records. They're already there. Okay, good. What about mine? So I freaked out calling my doctor's office, and the records person wasn't there. And so here we are the day before, and finally the records person was available, and she was like, oh no, don't worry. You don't even have to sign a release form, because we can only go so far in our office treating you for infertility. And once it gets to a point where we can't help you, we refer you on. So It's a continuity of care, which means you do not have to sign a release form. We cannot charge you for your records. We have to give them to you. And I was like, yay, thank God. So I went into work super early today so that I could leave super early and pick up my records. Once I have that, I'm ready. So that's exciting news. Very, very excited for our first RE appointment. What else? I guess the last thing is, I don't know if you guys saw this, but on Labor Day, that was kind of like a fun day to announce your pregnancy. You know, haha, Labor Day. So, I saw some pregnancy announcements, and I saw other ladies on my, secret Facebook page, specifically for TTC. I saw some people talking about how difficult that day was, that there were a lot of pregnancy announcements. And having our appointment this week, the same week as Labor Day, I just decided to follow through on something that I've been thinking about, which is going public with friends and family, basically on Facebook, with our infertility and what our plans are. I asked my husband's permission first because this is our medical journey. And I knew that if we were going to get comments, it wasn't just going to be me receiving them, he would get some too. And I mentally prepared myself for either rude, mean, or even just plain ignorant comments. And what I mean by ignorant, I mean the literal sense of the word. People saying things or asking questions because they literally are uneducated or uninformed about infertility. So I decided this is my purpose. We were given this path for a reason, and we are an excellent couple. We have a very strong bond, very laid back, easygoing, and we're both very strong individuals. So I'm kind of tired of the way infertility is treated by our society. And you know what? Maybe they're ready. Maybe the general public is ready to see more stuff about infertility. And I'm going to give them the chance. And I'm ready to be patient with any comments that I receive. So I got to tell you, so I went ahead and wrote a post on my personal Facebook page about what is going on and how our only option is IVF with ICSI. And if anybody has any questions or whatever, to please go ahead and ask me. I'm an open book. And sorry, I'm really distracted by a strange driver in front of me. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to wave people on or something. Anyway, so yeah, the response was overwhelmingly positive. I can tell that some people are either uncomfortable with it or don't want to say anything rude because they're just not. They're just ignoring it. So that's fine. But every time something significant occurs with our journey, I'm going to put it on both my TTC Facebook page and my personal Facebook page, because I think there needs to be more awareness. And if I'm ready for the challenge, then bring it on. Let's do it. And I gotta tell you, it was so relieving to share it with everyone, because I didn't realize how solemn I had become holding this inside and feeling isolated. And just when you're under so much pressure between trying to conceive, your work, your whatever you have going on, it really tires you out. It really wears me out. And I didn't realize how solemn and sort of, depressed I had become. So as soon as I did that, I have been a different person. And I mean, I've been a different person than I've been in the last entire 2 years. And it doesn't hurt that our RE appointment is tomorrow. Obviously, that's making me feel really good. So, I've talked for long enough. We're at the 10-minute mark. I love all of you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll let you know how the appointment goes. Bye.